Alright. Lawyer who's decided it's time to get his life together and get a real job. That's why he's here in Point Loma pursuing stand-up comedy. Jordan Parker!
I can't believe you were able to read that. Lawyer's handwriting. Wow, thank you. This is a great audience. Thank you guys for coming out. Give a round of applause for yourself. I love this place. I have been budding comedy down here. I know I've been hyping the show to a lot of you, and it's going to be really hard to live up to those expectations, but I want you all to know I was raised Jewish, so I'm used to people I care about being disappointed in me. In fact, that is the sole motivation we have for our success. So I'm here in Point Loma, and I've really just sort of been getting used to it. Maybe some of you who are from here can explain to me, who on the city council decided you're supposed to get 99% of the porn shops and titty bars? Seriously, on the drive over here, I mean, I guess the decision went that if you're gonna come out of somewhere smelling of shame and covered in glitter, there might as well be an ocean breeze. Some of you I know live here and you're clapping like, shit, maybe it's time to move. But I did move here from the Bay Area. I've decided to stay here permanently, but I think it's a different city. I'm getting used to it, and it's altering my brain chemistry. I think it's breathing all of your La Jolla, Mitt Romney air. It's changing the way I am, and I was at Horton Plaza a couple months ago, and I was in line at Starbucks, and I had this thought to myself, this is intolerable. My internal monologue is British and very proper. This is intolerable. I sure hope that there's another Starbucks in this mall that doesn't have a line. There's soft laughter because you know that is a shameful thought to have, but what's worse is Horton Plaza has 2 Starbucks, and I went to the other one, and there was no line. And that's the problem with San Diego, is it enables you because it makes you expect ridiculous things because they exist. French fries and a burrito is a ridiculous request. Fucking delicious, but a ridiculous request. And the women, oh my god, you are really, all of you are just so gorgeous. I used to live in the... Aww. Pandering. You are so beautiful here. I used to live in the Deep South, and San Diego 4 is an Alabama 10. I will tell you that. Speaking of which, I know it's Pride weekend, and just for anyone who wants to know, Alabama recently struck down its sodomy laws, so... They said they wanted to be known for something aside from racism. Ooh, all right, I gotta do more light comedy. Very good. So I could do the thing that most comics do and do the self-deprecating thing. I mean, you know, I'm trying to date down here. It isn't easy, and you know, I'm not a troll. I know that, but no women looks at me and go, I must have him now. You must have me now? You are undermining the premise of this joke, so... this is good. Why did I become a lawyer? Being a comic is better for my dating life than anything has ever been. But being the person who loses his train of thought with all these compliments... Seriously, as a Jew, I'm not used to being praised, so I need negative reinforcement. But you know, as my ex-girlfriend once told me, very loving, she said, you know, Jordan, when I first met you, I wasn't attracted to you in the slightest. But you grew on me. Great, I have the sex appeal of a benign cyst. Not attractive, but not worth the trouble of getting removed. Would you believe that relationship crashed and burned? Apparently, you don't meet your future wife on Bourbon Street, New Orleans. I realize my family's here, and I may have lied about how I met her while we were dating, Just replace romantic chance encounter at a coffee shop with Halloween dressed as the Dick in the Box guy. But really, you know, I know I have a really strong appeal to a certain type of people. You know, if my sex appeal were a food, it would be Indian food, because if you've never had it, you really need to be talked into it. You know, I know this looks weird and it's kind of, but just give it a try, you'll love it. And whenever someone actually does try it, it kind of comes out like, wow, you know, I wasn't expecting to like this, but this is satisfying on a deep, almost spiritual level. I mean, I've had a lot of things inside me, but this is the first time I've ever been full, you know? And the portion size is much bigger than I was expecting. You know, my girlfriend should really try some of this. No, see, that premise doesn't work because whether it's men or food, girls don't share. That's nice, but so I like to think about the big important issues in life, because you have to do something when your phone dies and you're alone with your thoughts. So I know we got a big long-term debt problem, a lot of things that we got to figure out, growing national security state. So I have something that can chip away at all these problems. So you take the NSA, you take the CIA, eliminate both of them, they're not working, and replace it with one lonely Jewish mother. One lonely Jewish mother, because she's the perfect spy, because she will find out everything about everyone. And we won't have the same transparency issues, because she will tell you everything she knows. My family, my Jewish mother is my father, mainly because he asks really inappropriate questions about my personal life. It's not, are you going to find a girl to settle down with? It's, so are you taking advantage of Obama's contraception mandate? I have my family here, and they accuse him of having a one-track mind, and I say, that is unfair. Tracks usually go somewhere. But in my family, I was talking to my mom today. She says, Jordan, you make fun of your dad so much. Why don't I ever come up in your act? Okay, here we go. It's hard to make fun of her, but she really is like my Gentile Jewish mother, if only because she's constantly hounding our family by how we spend money. Our family is the only Jewish family in America that trusts our finances to a Gentile. Ooh, controversial. That's using stereotypes. Oh my, the white liberals are, am I allowed to laugh at that? No, I mean, 90% of my conversations growing up were, Jordan, do you really need to buy that? No. No. But I do love my mom. She's the most amazing. She's from Sweden. She's the most amazing person I know. She speaks 3 languages: English, Swedish, and the ancient language of the Jewish people, sarcastic passive aggression. The problem is, though, she's got a really thick Swedish accent, so I don't know when she's being sarcastic. Like I said, Mom, and like I went to college, Mom, guess what? I've decided to become a philosophy major. Oh, well, not everyone wants a career after college. I have to thank her for shaming me into getting a real job, so thank you very much, Mom. But I do spend a lot of time, Oh, I'm sorry, do you need to finish? I'm sorry, this is my fault. I thought I was here. This is really just a simple misunderstanding. But I do spend a lot of time thinking about the big issues, and I try to elevate comedy by talking about important things, so I'd like to talk about dog poop for a second. So a study came out about 5-6 months ago that said that dogs are smarter than we think, because the reason they take so long to go poop, and this is true, is because they are lining up with Earth's magnetic field. Which is amazing, because that means to me that dogs are not the stupid things that people like to say they are. I think they're little scientists. Everything they do has a purpose. You know, they're digging up the yard, archaeology. Eating a bunch of grass and going inside and throwing up, supermodels. And we also have dog philosophers who are answering the big questions that plague dogs forever, like, who's a good boy? And you know, I think maybe this is just me projecting human feelings onto a dog, but I like to think that they also have religion, and they also you have. I think you have a dog preacher, you know, gathers everyone around. A lot of people here, a lot of dogs here. They're wondering, am I gonna please the tummy rubbing food giver? A lot of us are wondering here, am I a good boy? I want you all to know, you're a good boy. You're a good boy. We are all good boys. Thank you very much, San Diego.